Hello, my name is Sean, and I'll be doing a tutorial on bases. On this module, you'll be presented with two numbers, an operator in between, and a number pad with a screen right here that you can start entering, and of course the submit button is over there. Unfortunately, there's no backspace, so once you start typing numbers, it's funny. And if you get a strike on it, nothing changes. So let's begin. Now, these two numbers that you see on the screen are not necessarily in base 10, our standard number base. We need to figure out what base the numbers are in, and the base may differ between these two numbers. So, to get our bases, for our first number, we gotta get a number of lit indicators, which in this case is 1, plus the last digit of the serial number, which is a 6, so plus 6, plus 3 if there's a DVID port present, which there is, so we're going to add 3, which gives us 10. Next, our second number is going to be the number of unlit indicators, which is 2, plus our first digit in the serial number, which is 8, which is going to be 10, and 6 if there's a serial port. No, so this is going to be 10. And then finally, our answer is going to be in the number of port plates, which is 1, plus 2 if there's an IND, so plus 2 gives us 3. Lastly, we gotta follow those steps there to figure which base all the three numbers are in. If any of the bases evaluate to 10, which both the first and second number evaluate to 10, we're going to use 10. Otherwise, we're going to take the number that we get, which is a 3, in module 7. What that means is you just keep subtracting the number by 7 until it's a value between 0 and 6. In this case, it's 3, so we don't have to do anything to it. Then we're going to add 2. So 3 plus 2 is 5. Lucky for us, our two numbers up here are in base 10. So there's nothing to convert here. So we do the simple operation of 37 minus 22, which in this case would give us 15. Yeah. So then we got to convert 15 into our base 5 value. And to do so, we have to do our simple operation. So let me clear the screen here. So first we're going to do 5 times 1. Well, actually, we're going to start off with 1. Is 1 bigger than 15? If the answer is no, multiply by your base, which is 5. Is 5 bigger than 15? Yes, so we're going to multiply by 5 again. Is 25 bigger than 15? Yes, which means 5 is going to be our biggest value. So we're going to divide by 5. All right, how many times does 5 go into 15? Well, if we do 15 divided by 5, you get 3. So our first number is going to be a 3. So then you take 3 times 5, which gives us 15. 15 minus 15 is going to be 0. Then we're going to take our 5 divided by 5, which gives us 1. How many times does 1 go into 0? 0 times, so we put 0 at the end. So our answer is going to be 30, or in this case 30. And once we place that in, we get a solve. Alright, hopefully the next one is a little bit much harder, but not too hard. That top one might be suspicious, but let's go with it. So we have only one lit indicator, so it's going to be 1 plus the last digit, which is 8, plus, let's see, 3 if there's a DVID. There is a DVI port plate, so we're going to add 3, which makes it 11, 12. Alright, then we get the number of unlit indicators, which is 0, plus the first digit in the serial number, which is 6, plus 6 if there's a serial port. There are no serial ports, so it's just going to be 6. And finally, our answer is going to be the number of port plates, which is 1, 2, 3 port plates, plus 2 if there's an IND indicator. There is no IND indicator. So next we got module 7. So we got to keep subtracting 12 from 7. Well, keep subtracting 7 from 12. So 12 minus 7 is 5. Now that's a value between 0 and 6. That's a value between 0 and 6. That is a number between 0 and 6. Add 2 to all of them. So it becomes, let's see. So 5 becomes 7. 6 becomes 8. And 5 becomes 5. All right, so how do we figure out to turn our base values into base 10? So here we're going to have a number value of 1, 0. It starts off right on the rightmost section, where the rightmost is going to be 0, and it's going to keep adding 1. So in this case, it would be 1, 0. If there was a third number here, it would be 2. If there's a fourth number here, this would be 3. And what that means, it just means that is how many to the power of that base. So 7 to the power of 1 is 7. So 7 to the power of 1 is 7, and 7 to the power of 0 is 1. So then you take 7 times the number above, which is 3. So 7 times 3 is 21, plus 1 times 2 is 2. You get 23. And that's how you get your value. All right, we'll do for the second number 2. So we have 1, 0. 8 to the 1 power is 8. 8 times 5 is 40. 8 to the 0 power is 1. 1 times 3 is 3. So this turns into 43. So that's a simple operation of 23 plus 43, which gives us 66. Now we got to turn 66 into a base 5 value. So we're going to do what we just did. So we did 66. No. So 1. Is 1 greater than 66? No. Times it by 5. Is 5 greater than 66? No. 5 again. Is 25 bigger than 26? No. Times it by 5 again. No. 5. Is 125 bigger than 66? Yes. So then we're just going to come right back down to 25. All right. How many times does 25 go into 66? So you do 66 divided by 25, you get 2. And you always round down. So for our first number is 2. Then we take our 2 times our 25, which turns into 50. So 25 times 2 is 50. Then you do 50, let's see, 66 minus 50. You get 16. All right, from 25 divided by 5. So then we're back to 5. How many times does 5 go into 16? So 16 divided by 5 equals 3. So our next number is 3. So 3 times 5 is 15. 16 minus 15 turns into 1. Then we divide this by 5 again. So how many times does 1 goes into 1? It only goes in 1 time. 1 minus 1 equals 0. And that is our answer. 2, 3, 1. There we go. We'll do one more example so you get the hang of this. Maybe a bigger, here's some good numbers to deal with. And we're dealing with subtraction. So let's start off with our number 1 base value. So it's going to be number lit, which is 1, plus our last digit, which is an 8, plus 3, there's a DVI, which there isn't. So this is going to be 9. Then we do the number of unlit, which is 0, plus the first digit, which is a 0, and you add 6 if there's a 0 port present, which there isn't, so it's going to be at 0. Then number of port plates, which is 2 plus 2 if there's an IND indicator, no, so it's going to be left at 2. Then we got module 7 everything, so 9 minus 7 is 2. You get 2, 0, 2. Then we got add 2 to everything, so it becomes 4, 2, 4. So 101, and let's do 210. So 4 to the second power of 2, whatever you like to call it. So that's 4 times 4. It's going to be 16. All right, 16 times 1 is 16. Then you have 4 to the 1 power, so that's going to be 4. 4 times 0 is 0. And then you have 4 to the 1 power, which is going to be, 4 to the 0 power, which is going to be 1. 1 times 1 is 1. So this is 16 plus 0 plus 1 is 17. So that's our base 10. And this is going to be minus, well, let's go through this. 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1. And this is going to be 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Yes. All right. So let's start from the other side. So 2 to the 0 power is 1. 1 times 1 is 1. So 2 to the 1 power is 2. 2 times 0 is 0. 2 to the 2 power is 4. 4 times 1 is 4. Next is 2 to the 3rd power, which is 8. 8 times 1 is 8. 4 to the 2 to the 4 power is 16. 16 times 0 is 0. Then finally, 2 to the 5th power is 32. 32 times 1. 2 times 1 is 32. So then we got to add all these up. So 32 plus 8 is 40. Plus 4 is 44. Plus 1 is 45. So then we got the operation of 45 minus 17 minus 45. So 17 minus 45 gives us 28. Well, negative 28. But here's the thing. Always submit the absolute value of the answer you get. And do not prepend your answer of any zeros, as this is counted as incorrect. So all you get is you enter the absolute value. So if you get a negative value, just turn it positive. So you get 28. And we got to answer this into a power 4. So we get 1. Is 1 bigger than 28? Nope. Times 4. Is 4 bigger than 28? Nope. Times 4. Is 16. Is that bigger than 28? Nope. Times 4. Is 64 bigger than 28? Yes. So we got to go back down. So how many times does 16 go into 28? I can tell you, let's see, 28 divided by 16, it's going to give us 1. So our first number is 1. And 1 times 16 is 16, so it's 16 minus 28 gives us 1, 12. 12 is remaining. Got to divide it by 4. Oh, no, 16 divided by 4 gives us, no, I want 16 divided by 4. It gives us 4. So then how many times does 4 go into 12? It's going to be exactly 3 times. So our next number is going to be a 3. So 4 times 3 is 12. 12 minus 12 is 0. Then we divide it by 4 again. So 4 divided by 4. It's going to give us, of course, 1. How many times does 1 go into 0? 0 times. So you get 1, 3, 0. And since 1's the last number we get, this is our answer. So we type in 1, 3, 0. And that's it. Hope all of you enjoyed this tutorial. Until next time, guys, keep talking and don't explode.